Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2018. If you're watching this here live, thanks for sticking around. There's now almost 130 live viewers, which is, I think, a record for the channel. And if you guys keep sharing the stream and whatnot, tell your friends to join, we could have a record-breaking day today, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for your support. And as you can see on your screen, this is kind of like a fun-ish deck. It's based on Pheromosa-GX, which has 170 HP. We do have the fast rate attack, which is similar to Lurantis-GX, that I'm sure a lot of you people remember. You get to deal 30 damage for a single grass, but if you go first, you can still use this attack. So actually going first doesn't mean you cannot damage your opponent. So that's a really cool aspect of Pheromosa. Cruel Spike deals 60 damage and your opponent's active Pokemon is confused. So constant confusion is definitely very annoying. It's one of the really great aspects of Espion GX, and then Pheromosa is doing it. It's doing extra damage, gets a confusion. It does it for an extra energy, but that's fine because our energy costs are so low in this deck. And with the help of Lurantis promo and choice bands, we're actually dealing a lot of damage. And then we have finally Beauty GX, which deals 50 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So in a very close match, Beauty GX actually should let us finish off a match. So for support, we have a 3-3-1 line of Lurantis promo. Sunny Day means all the makes it so that all our grass Pokemon deal an extra 20 damage. So we want to have as many Lurantis out as possible. And we have a single Lurantis GX because it's a very beefy attacker. Solar Blade could actually be useful because it does deal extra damage. And with the promo Lurantis, Solar Blade could actually be getting some one-hit KOs pretty easily. So figured why not run just one of them in the deck. Then we have 2 Lele and 1 Oranguru for support. And finally we have 4 supporters. We have 4 Sycamore, 2 N, a single Lillie, 2 Acerola, and 4 Guzma. Not maximum N, because the idea behind this deck is to start really aggressive and to just start taking prizes really quickly. So N is counterintuitive to our strategy. You have 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Nest Ball in order to try and find the Pheromosa as soon as possible. We have 4 Max Elixir to power up Pheromosa as well, or bench Pheromosas. Then we have 4 Choice Band, 2 Float Stone, 4 Aether Paradise Conservation Area in order to make Pheromosa last just a little bit longer, and 2 Field Blowers to make sure that our Sunny Day abilities are activated. And finally we have 1 Super Rod and 10 basic Grass Energy. So this deck, all props to this deck go to Dark Integral Gaming, or Donald fam. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of him or know him. He's a pretty big YouTuber who does like his own style of decks and stuff, and I saw this and it actually piqued my interest, so I figured I wanted to try it. Props to the list. Most of it goes to him, and obviously we won't be able to beat Volcanion ever, but you can't beat everything, right? So this deck could be decent, could be more for fun. I did buy 2 Pheromosa as part of my Crimson Invasion buy list, so perhaps it'll be good. Perhaps there'll be some use to Pheromosa. I don't see many other ways where you would want to use it, so we'll try. And it seems like my opponent is definitely running Gardevoir based on the previous screen. We do get to go first, so can we start Pheromosa and use our attack? Yes, we can. Awesome. And we get the turn 1 Lillie too, so off to a pretty good start. Organsman, we don't know if Pheromosa is viable or not. We're hoping to find out. My opponent triple mulligans and he's going second. That's never good. Am I going to bother taking for the Gardevoir in London? I actually took out the Acerola so far for a Mr. Mime. So I'm actually even less teched for the mirror. So the answer right now would be no, but we'll see. I make most of my decisions until very late. Ooh, if my opponent had started Remoraid, or if we had a Guzma, we could actually knock it out. Okay, so first let's Elixir here onto Pheromosa. There we go. Then we attach to the active. Using Lillie obviously is not great, so we will end up using the N, but might as well just attach the choice band. And there's the N. So yeah. I might bother taking for Pheromosa. I mean for the Gardevoir, not for Pheromosa. For the Gardevoir, I might not. I honestly don't know at this point, but I can see how it would be very useful. It's just, I think it's going to be very hard to predict just how much Gardevoir there will be because of the new set. So yeah, here we're just gonna fast trade. We do get to deal 30 damage. I was thinking of going like Fighting Fury Belt and Professor Kukui in order to have a chance at dealing 60 damage on turn 1 and knocking out basic Pokemon, but I think it requires so many cards and Choice Band is just such a big damage booster that I'd rather just go for the Choice Band. Well, Max Potions are a good tech for the mirror. And other than that, I think that's it. Like I think the 2 Max Potion, 2 Parallel City lists that made top 8 in Vancouver, they were definitely better prepared than my list for the mirror. I did run harder than them, I think, but I don't know. It's just how can I explain this? Unless you expect to face like 5 Gardevoirs during Swiss, I don't think taking for the mirror is worth it. But that's just me. Okay, so my opponent used Ultra Ball, went for a Lele, used Bridget, but did not grab an Eevee. So if he's not playing Sylveon, discarding Lurantis, I don't mind it too much. Discarding the Lele is not ideal, but I'm just gonna Sycamore here. This is fine. Okay, so we get the extra energy. We actually get 1 Fomantis. We get another Fomantis down as well. Or I could get Oranguru, although I like the Fomantis just because I do have a supporter in my hand. And I'm gonna attach to the benched Pheromosa because I can't get a knockout here with fast trade. But yeah, dealing with Gardevoir is gonna be very difficult for sure. Very, very difficult. Get an Ultra Ball surprise card, which is really good. That allows us to find another Pheromosa. And hello Adamsville, thank you so much for being here. What's Mosa's retreat? It has a 1 retreat gust, which is definitely very surprising. Okay, so my opponent with a DCE, Secret Spring, and Choice Band. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be enough to get a knockout, but that's a lot of cards. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely, I want to say. There's an N. Cernia's Geomancy in Guardi tech. How is that a good tech for the mirror? The mirror, you're doing 2-hit KOs. You never want to go for 1-hit KO. So why would you want to play to get more energy into play in the mirror match? I disagree with that. Cernia's Geomancy would be a good tech for the mirror. Hello, Checkmate 11. Alolan Magni Hilego deck, perhaps in the future. I don't think that's gonna be very competitive, so perhaps in the future. Okay, so open Infinite Forces for 90 damage. And we top deck a Float Stone, that's okay. So this is what we're gonna do. we are going to find another Pheromosa. We are going to Max Elixir onto it. Yeah, this is actually looking awesome. Riddlesky, you don't need energy acceleration in the mirror, in the Gardevoir mirror. You definitely don't need energy acceleration in the mirror. Okay, so right here we are hoping that my opponent will struggle with the confusion. We can get an extra Lurantis Promo into play. I was hoping to get a choice band, but I did not. I'll discard the Elixir and a Field Blower. I'll just get another Lurantis. And yeah, this is a LOLs deck, but I mean, we're definitely applying some very nice pressure here. I'm gonna attach energy to this Pheromosa, and now we use Cruel Spike for 100 damage, and we confuse Gardevoir, so that's the really cool thing. What are the best tips you could give to anyone to face the Gardevoir mirror? I mean, if they're not playing Sylveon, you have a really big advantage, I think. If it's a Sylveon Gardevoir mirror, you have to be very careful when playing around the parallel. Oh, here comes the Guzma. You have to be very careful when like, you have to be very aware of the parallel play. You have to definitely play towards very safely towards a Plee-GX, so not overextending with your rare candy Gardevoir immediately, things like that. Oh, parallel. What? See? Parallel. Okay. So I don't think I should discard the Lurantis. So I'm gonna discard the clean Pheromosa. I think Lurantis are just too important. Yeah, I caught Acerola for the Mr. Mime. So it's like I'm weaker to the mirror match, but I think I have a better match against other things. So like, I really don't expect to play 5 Gardevoirs in London, in Swiss, at least on day 1. Like 2, perhaps 3, but you can't go overboard on the tag for mirrors and then not have useful cards for other matches. Yeah, no, Lusamin is not a staple. Lusamin is really bad, guys. Well, not really bad, but it's just not great. I don't think the Alolan Muk GX, I don't think will be competitive. Alolan Muk should start seeing some play, at least in Expanded, but definitely not in Standard. It's just its attacks cost too much energy, and there's Gallade and Gardevoir. So if you want to know which deck is viable, you have to, at this point, you have to think, can it beat Gardevoir, or how weak is it to Gardevoir? If it's very weak, then it's not worth playing. Okay, so I can take a knockout with my GX attack. I was kind of hoping. Okay, Solar Beam deals 120 right now. Okay, I get the Aether thing. I think I have to Sycamore here though. I need to find another Pheromosa 100% here. And there we go. Oh, but I didn't get energy. Wow, that's awful. No energy. That's awful. 4, 5, 6. No energy. No energy is actually awful. And what? My last Pheromosa is prized. I should have known this. Yeah, that's gonna be game. Unless my opponent completely whiffs on energy this upcoming turn. Well, okay, so seeing this terrible hand, I'm actually gonna retreat into Fomantis and just pass. Ugh, such bad luck. Okay, there's a Float Stone on the Gallade. We need a grass. Secret Springs onto the rods, and there's a Sycamore. So if we top deck a grass, we can knock out the Gardevoir, which is the only real big threat. So far 30, 60, 40, 100. King Smudge, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. I should have time to showcase it after Pheromosa. I hope. It's either Gyarados or Zoroark spread. Like Gyarados is also like a fun deck. It's not a serious deck, but it could be good. Potentially. Because I have the Flail Magikarp, it has Shining Celebi. Okay, so Fomantis goes down here. Can I top deck a grass? What are the chances that I top deck a Grass Energy? Not very high. Gyarados with Choice Band, so that its second attack can one-hit KO things. Okay. Can I top deck something? Maybe my opponent misplays with the Aether Conservation Paradise. Oh, I did top deck the grass. Ah, I was so sure I wasn't going to. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end. I really don't get a great hand after the end. I'm just gonna play the Choice Band, and I have to Beauty GX here, right? Cruel Spike doesn't get the knockout. So we get a knockout on the Gallade, and now let's hope that the Aether Conservation Paradise makes my opponent misplay or he simply whiffs. Okay, my opponent promotes Octillery. That means he has a Float Stone, right? That means he has a Float Stone. My favorite decks for breakthrough through to Crimson Invasions, definitely Gardevoir Sylveon, Buzzwole Gardevoir, and Alola Ninetales Zoroark. I think someone asked before, yeah, I forgot to reply to that, code Zoro. Alola Ninetales Zoroark seems very strong. I like how with a single turn of spreading, and then with Professor Kukuis, you do have a chance at getting a knockout on Gardevoir GXs, so that's a big plus. And Kukui has some very good synergy with Ninetales and with Zoroark GX as well. Gardevoir, I would say it's like an 8 out of 10 in terms of brokenness. 8 out of 10. Okay, so we're still in the match somehow. If my opponent promotes Gardevoir and attaches one other energy but doesn't take the knockout, we... Okay, he attaches to Kirlia. What? And Infinite Force doesn't knock me out. So now we knock out this Gardevoir, but how do we take the last prize card? That's the thing. How do we take the last prize card? I think... No. How do I take a last prize card, guys? How? Think. How am I going to take my last 2 prize cards? I need a Pheromosa. Gonna need to Sycamore here and find Super Rod and then an Ultra Ball to get Pheromosa and an energy. I think that's the only way. Okay. But there's no Super Rod. Ugh. Why? Why does this happen to me? There's no Super Rod in the deck. So in my last 4 prizes, there's a Pheromosa and Super Rod. And using Acerola would be dumb. Okay, so is my... How do I win here? How do I win? Okay, I might have to take a prize card with Lurantis? No. How? I can't win anymore. I generally cannot win anymore. I cannot beat another Gardevoir. I cannot beat another Gardevoir. Right? I can't. I need him to whiff the Gardevoir. If I go after Kirlia, that's terrible. No. I can't win. I don't think. And if I Sycamore, I also lose. Pretty much. It doesn't matter. We weren't going to win anyways. I was trying though. Acerola, like this Pheromosa is not gonna survive. Double Ultra Ball, what a joke. Okay, so Cruel Spike. I wouldn't had the right cards to beat us every time, so Acerola and Lurantis. So my last two prize cards are Pheromosa and Super Rod. Right? My last two prize cards are Pheromosa and Super Rod, so we can't win here. I can't even shuffle anything back into the deck, so I deck out. Oh, or my opponent can end us instead. Ooh, if he whiffs the Gardevoir? If he whiffs the Gardevoir, we have a chance. If he whiffs the Gardevoir, we have a chance. Wow, the broken heart means my opponent whiffed. What? What is this? What is this? How do we win, guys? How do we win? How do I win? I Ultra Ball for Guzma, and then I hope Oranguru gives me one of my last energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 3 energy left out of a 7 card deck, and I know I have. Oh, I don't have Lele for Guzma. Never mind. So I Ultra Ball. Ooh, if I can. Okay, so the energy on. Yeah, I need energy and Guzma. I can't grab the Lurantis. So I have 4 cards that are useful. I have no more Leles, yeah. So Instruct. Okay, there's an energy. But is it better for me to attack the Lele and power up the Lurantis and then have that as my win condition? Okay, what do I do? Do I just go after the... The thing is, Bird Candy Gardevoir still beats me. Because he deals 90 minus 30, that's 60, that's still a knockout. But if I go after the Lele, like if I manage to power up Lurantis, I still have a Guzma and an energy, so I think that's better. I think it's better to attack the Lele and hope my opponent doesn't have a Acerola. I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Yeah, I like going after Lele too. Are we going to beat Gardevoir with Pheromosa Lurantis? Are we really going to beat... Wait. Oh, okay, he attached to retreat. Why wouldn't you attach the fairy instead? Well, it doesn't matter. He was gonna lose the energy anyways. See, Rare Candy Gardevoir. If I had gone after the Kirlia, we would have lost to Gallade actually. But now I think we have a chance at winning. That Lurantis top deck is terrible. We need the energy. That's what we need, the energy. I guess if that energy had been on Lele, we would have the win here, but it's fine, I guess. Okay, so can we win? Can we win? No, you're not an energy. Okay. So I'm gonna Guzma. And we have a 33% chance of winning. Okay, does my opponent concede before we use Instruct? Please concede. Okay. Does he have... Yeah, he has Guzmas. Okay, so we Instruct and hope we get the 33%. No! No! Ah! If I had attached to Lele. If I had attached to Lele. I was just thinking maybe I would need the extra damage. And he had Acerola too, but he whiffed it the previous turn. No! We were so close. We were so close. 33% chance, guys. 33% chance. If those two energy had been on Lele, we would have won. So I never imagined my opponent would whiff Gardevoir the previous turns and whatnot. But it's okay. We had fun. We were very close to beating Gardevoir with Pheromosa. Let's find another match. Let's find another match. Okay, so Guto Lespierre. Resting spaghetti, never forgetty. Always energy on Lele, I guess. Okay, so we get to go first again, which is pretty cool. Can we start Pheromosa? Yes, we can. Awesome. A pretty good hand, actually. Pretty good hand. I won't bench anything else just yet. There's no reason to bench Fomantis because we're going first. And I like doing this. Ultra Ball away the Fomantis and the Grass. I will grab... Okay, I will check my prices. There's one Pheromosa priced again. There's one Elixir priced. There's one Field Blower priced, I think. There's 7, 8, 9. One basic Grass priced. There is Super Rod is priced again. And the Lurantis-GX is priced. So those are our 6 prizes. I'm just gonna grab Fomantis. I'm gonna bench both Fomantis. Oh, Lillie's priced. Then I imagined something. What? Okay, this is embarrassing. Why did I not go for Lele? I don't know. That was the plan all the time, right? Going for Lele, or at least Oranguru. That was very silly. I was thinking so far ahead. I completely forgot I needed a supporter for the turn. I was like, yeah, I have Ultra Ball, so I'll find the supporter. So now I'll grab Fomantis. Whoops. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. What is this? The defending Pokemon tries to attack. You may discard a special energy from this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 80 more damage. What in the world is this? Top 8 worlds plays. Yeah, I have no excuse for this. That was pretty terrible. That was a really, really silly thing to do. That was a really silly thing to do for me. Okay, so now we prevent the damage. That's okay. We'll top deck. We can top deck Lele. We have 2 Leles, 1 Oranguru, 4 Sycamore, 2 N, and that's it. 9 cards out of 46. First place Vancouver play. Indeed, yeah. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. That was very, very silly, not gonna lie. Very, very silly. I was just thinking like, yeah, I'll put Fomantis and then I'll get Fomantis, and it happens, guys, it happens. I'm not gonna scoop. What? What is this? This is a Registeel toolbox deck, so I'm sure he has Rainbow Energy, right? He also gets a Field Blower. My opponent's just gonna outrage my Pheromosa into oblivion. Oh yeah, 2 Nest Balls, right. Okay, so that's kind of an out. Kind of. 2 more turns and we're good. 2 more turns. We just need to survive 2 more turns. Oh, they play Counter Energy. They might play Rainbow too, right? But yeah, Counter Energy makes sense. Counter energy makes sense, and that might prompt me to not attack the Registeel. Wow, this artillery. Maybe I should have bought some of this artillery. Special artillery. It's a metal toolbox deck. Interesting. 6 corners counter fun, indeed. I can't believe I ultra ult for a Fomantis. Okay, so my opponent attaching energy everywhere. He can even hug as an out. That's pretty good. And okay, so another Ultra Ball. Another fast trade. We're one turn away from doing things, guys. One turn away from doing things. I will not concede. I'm stubborn like that. I am stubborn like that. I will not concede. I might actually benefit from not taking a knockout on the Registeel next turn to not activate the counter energy. Although if I do and my Pheromosa gets knocked out, then that's fine. Okay, another energy on Reshiram, interestingly enough. Of course I top deck a useful card that I would not have wanted to discard, but that's okay, I guess. Ultra for Lele 4 turns later. Very embarrassing. Okay, so we're just gonna Sycamore. My opponent hasn't been doing anything either. There's the Sycamore. Okay, so energy, ethers, all the good stuff. So do we gain anything by not attacking? Should I go for Oranguru? Or from no, I think another Pheromosa is better here. Do I gain anything by not attacking? I don't think so. Because he's training one prize, and sure he'll get a knockout, but then we can drop Lele and N. He promotes Mew. So is he's going to Revenge Blast, but that doesn't knock us out because of the Aether Paradise. So maybe my opponent misplays here. Or maybe he just attacks with Reshiram. That's also fine. There's the Lele. Is he gonna Guzma? Nah. Why would you Guzma? No, he's just gonna N. That's fine. We'll take the N. I do not mind this N at all. Okay, so my opponent's definitely gonna take a knockout with Reshiram, but that just means we can confuse him next turn. Yep. Wait, is this before weakness? After weakness. So, okay, that's fair. Yeah, we really should have never had that much damage on the Pheromosa. But hey, misplays, guys. I'll attach energy. I get to confuse the Reshiram. I'll attach the Choice Band, even though it doesn't matter. And we will end here. So my opponent does have artillery, but I think confusion might be very annoying for him. We just need him to flip tails, right? Or if by some miracle I get double Lurantis promo, could have used my GX attack to get a knockout, but I did not. I only have one, so that's 120 damage. So we'll just confuse my opponent, have the 50-50 chance of not getting knocked out. Okay. What do you think of Vespiquen Zoroark and Expanded? I think it could be really strong, honestly. I do think it could be really, really strong. Vespiquen is already pretty strong. No stadium is not a big deal because you just play You just play Skyfield. I don't know. Like, I think there's gonna be Sudowoodo everywhere in Expanded. Okay, my opponent decides to Guzma up the other Pheromosa, which is pretty smart. Pretty smart. And he's gonna get another knockout. Yeah, I don't think we were going to ever win this game anyways. Like an Ultra Ball. And now I can take a knockout. Acerola is probably not gonna be good here. So I'll just grab the Lurantis. That was really embarrassing, guys. I'm really sorry you guys had to see that. And we'll Cruel Spike for 80 damage and the knockout. Next turn, we can use our GX attack to knock out anything we want. The Aether Paradise is protecting us from a lot of damage next turn, potentially. So without counter energy, my opponent's damage output is not that great at this point in time. He could use Quick Guard, I guess. Yeah, we all make mistakes. It's very embarrassing that I did it on a live stream. Very embarrassing. But that's fine. It happens. It happens. Okay, so my opponent really thinking things through. It's not as clear that he has won yet. He definitely has the advantage, but it's not that clear that he's won already. Right, I think. There's a counter energy on the Mew, and he decides to go for Energy Drive. I am okay with that. Okay, so I could Acerola, take a knockout with Lele. Hello, just speedrunning, and I agree with Goatsora. It's okay. If I take the knockout, that's 3 prizes. So Cobalion does 120 damage, which is a knockout. So I think I have to. I need to knock out Mew, and then I need to knock out Cobalion, and then I need to knock out Lele for my. So I actually. I think I have to retreat though. How do I take the knockout here? I think definitely Lele. But do I just go ahead and Acerola? Yeah, to prevent the win condition, I guess. To prevent the win condition. And there's another knockout. So we're trying our best here, guys. We're trying our best. There's another Pheromosa. Cool. Really wish I had some of the Guzmas though. Probably won't be attacking next turn. There's a Registeel. We need to either... Well, N isn't that great either because he has Octillery. We need to save the GX attack for Lele. And we need it... Yeah, we need to not activate Counter Catcher and Counter Energy. Yeah, the thing is... I believe Lurantis-GX is priced, Sam. Rob, hello. Hello from South Africa. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so my opponent finds the Choice Band. Now, once again, he has the win condition with the Guzma. And he's only played one Guzma, so I don't see any way out of this one now anymore. We would have needed to knock out the Cobalion. That's what we needed this turn. At least confuse it. And there was a Guzma in the next 6 cards. But yeah, I think my opponent just Guzmas and wins. Although maybe he plays only one Guzma and then counter catcher. Maybe he plays 2/2 splits and his other Guzma is prized. I don't know. Gonna retreat manually? No, I'll keep the Lele powered up. And I will choice band the Pheromosa. And I will Lillie here. There's all the Guzmas, so maybe we have a small chance. Registeel is now confused. Does my opponent just Guzmas for the win? Oh, I already took it out of the prize cards. I did not realize. Yeah, there's a Lele for Guzma for the win. So I think if I hadn't done the misplay early on, we could have had a small chance to win this game, or it would have been a lot closer for sure. But yeah, I will not be doing that again. I hope. I hope I don't do that again. So yeah, that was also another possibility, Sam. I didn't even need the choice band because I had the promo Lurantis, so 3 energies would have been enough to knock out with the GX attack. So yeah, that was a plan. Take a knockout on something else and then take a knockout on Lele to finish off the game. But my opponent found the Guzma before I did to knock out the Cobalion, so it happens. He also found the choice band for Registeel. If he hadn't found the choice band for Registeel, or if he hadn't found a choice band, we would have been fine. So yeah, this hand is actually pretty good. We still get to fast trade for 30 damage on the first turn, and we get Pheromosa, we get the turn 1 Lillie for potentially 7 cards. Yep, 7 cards. So, I mean, this deck is very straightforward. I think it's cool. It's interesting at least. If I had saved the Acerola for Lele instead, Pheromosa had 50 damage, so yeah, it would have made a difference. Serpentage, you are right. It actually would have made a difference. Okay, it's unfortunate that we can't Cruel Strike on turn 1. That would be pretty cruel. But yeah, pretty good turn 1. And we get to pressure fast trade. So can we beat Gardevoir this time? We're up against Bad Limitless. Is that someone from Limitless TCG? Yeah, Pheromosa's GX move is definitely cool, but I agree. The deck is a bit lacking in depth beyond or in damage output rather, beyond the Beauty GX. And my opponents have been playing really well around Confusion, so that's really not been impactful. So we're actually up against a Zoroark GX Sylveon Gardevoir deck. And my opponent just passes here. Okay. We top the Pheromosa, we will attach to it. I don't want to end here, so I'm just gonna Sycamore. No reason whatsoever to end here. We get a Lurantis promo. We can go for the Oranguru now, except it's priced. Do I want a third Fomantis? No, I think I'd rather a third Pheromosa. And I guess, okay, so Oranguru is priced, 1 Lele is priced, and 1 Pheromosa are priced. And then 1 Ultra Ball is priced, and 1 Sycamore, 1, 2, 3. No Sycamore. Oh, choice band, and 2 choice bands are priced. Wow, 2 choice bands priced. Okay. Will I need Lurantis-GX? Probably not. Probably not. I guess I can wait a turn. I will Cruel Spike that routes for 80 damage. So yeah, even if Sylveon comes up, we can confuse it. There's a Lele off of the price card, so that can find us an N in order to deny the magical ribbon here, which would be pretty good. And there's the N by my opponent. Yeah, Forest of Giant Plants would make it so that you could get Lurantis out a lot faster for turn 1, and therefore you could fast rate for more damage potentially. Okay. So no more supporters for us. There's an Ultra Ball, discards a Sylveon and grabs a Gardevoir. Wow, so my opponent got rare candy off of that. Pretty nice. So is it worth it to pressure the Gardevoir? I think so. I definitely think so. So with no other routes in play, I think it's worth just going after the Gardevoir GX. Sylveon is not really a big threat. And we get to deal exactly 130, so even if we lose the choice band, that's fine. I top deck an Elixir. Let's just go ahead and use that. I'll attach, I'll evolve. I will Guzma. I want the damage in to the Gardevoir. And I will Cruel Spike for 130 damage, and my opponent's Gardevoir is confused. So we might see a DC retreat, which would be fine. I would love it if my opponent tried to attack, because I think that would be a terrible play. The issue is our hand. We don't have a good follow-up. If Oranguru hadn't been priced and we had Oranguru, this would actually be a pretty good hand. Or it would have been a very good turn, because we would have been able to instruct for a couple extra cards. Parallel CD once again. I don't think I can afford to discard a Lurantis. They're so crucial for the damage output here. So crucial. So bye Pheromosa. And there's another one prize. So now we're down to 2 Pheromosas only. There's a Ralts. What? My opponent gets a Float Stone, but he gets an. Okay, so that's fair. That's an okay trade-off. We get another Guzma, which is awesome. That way we can make sure we knock out the Gardevoir. My opponent actually attaches to the Ralts. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go after the Ralts this time around, because that Gardevoir is in range of a Cruel Spike from either Pheromosa, so that's good enough. That is actually good enough. Okay. So there's a secret spring. I mean, not the secret spring, the magical ribbon for my opponent. Okay, so I could end away the cards, but I like the way my opponent has been playing. I genuinely think he must have gone for rare candy Gardevoir and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out the Ralts here. I think that's good. No reason to waste the Elixir here. We deal 100 damage, we get the knockout. We could have knocked out with fast rate, but it doesn't really matter. We get an Ultra Ball, that's pretty good, to find another Pheromosa. We've already dealt with the Parallel CD. Zoroark GX, kind of an issue, not really. We can't use our GX attack to knock out Sylveon. Looks like Sylveon is now gonna go on the offensive. But thanks to the Aether Paradise thing, Sylveon is a 3-hit KO. Oh, he decides to go after the Lurantis, which makes sense, I guess. Makes sense. Secret Springs onto the routes. So I put back a Lele just now. Oh, what? He uses GX. What? That was weird. That was suboptimal, I think. I did top deck the Guzma, but I was gonna go after it with Ultra Ball Lele. That's why I put the Lele back into the deck. So I can knock out the routes here, thanks to the fact that I kept both Lurantis in play. And I can even Ultra Ball, Max Elixir. Probably should have discarded one. I can do this, I think. I still get the knockout, and I don't want an extra energy on... Pheromosa. I don't want an extra energy on Pheromosa because that would make it easier for Gardevoir to potentially get a knockout. Well, like, he would need Field Blower and a Choice Band, and he would have to Field Blower his own Float Stone. But if I have 2 energy, he can Field Blower, Choice Band, DC, Secret Spring for a knockout. So this way, there's absolutely no way I get knocked out here. And there we go. Goodbye, routes. So we're getting closer to making it. So we get to a point where Beauty GX just wins us the match. We also have knockout on Gardevoir. Even if one Lurantis goes down, we have the Choice Band to deal 100 damage. So that's pretty good. So yeah, we're sitting very pretty here. All the early pressure is paying off really, really well. All the early pressure is paying off really well, and we might end up just knocking out, beating a Gardevoir with Pheromosa. And we could have beat Gardevoir earlier as well. Ugh, there's the Acerola. That's annoying. That is annoying, but my opponent doesn't attack me and goes for Magical Ribbon. I can N. If he does, then that's fine as well. We see the Float Stone, so my opponent will definitely be attacking here. Pretty interesting that my opponent discarded the Kirlia. He still has 3 rare candy left, and he does go for the Fairy Wind, but once again, Fairy Wind is now officially a 3 KO until my opponent removes the Aether Paradise. I'll play the 2 Choice Bands because either he removes the Aether or he removes the Choice Bands. I will attach and I will end here. And hello, Jesus Eduardo. Yes, the stream is in English. Today, Pixel Hungry, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it, and we're just gonna Cruel Spike. We just need my opponent to not have rare candy Gardevoir. We need my opponent to not have rare candy Gardevoir. There's the Field Blower. Removes Choice Band and the Aether Paradise. Is he... Why would you remove the active Choice Band? That makes no sense. I guess with a DC he can knock out with Zoroark and like a full bench. Well, not a full bench. Almost a full bench. He gets the rare candy Gardevoir though. He gets the rare candy Gardevoir and the Field Blower. So my opponent got the perfect cards off of the N. Removing, he had everything. Oh, he even had a second Field Blower. What? That's crazy. Okay, so now we are in trouble. Yeah, there's no reason to have wasted that Field Blower. Thank you, Riddleski, for being here. Yeah, there will definitely be another stream before London for sure. Okay, so now we have to hope my opponent doesn't find like a bajillion energy like we just did. All we do is fast rate here. We deal 70 damage. We only have 1 energy, so my opponent needs 1, 2, 3. My opponent needs 7 energy total because of the Aether Paradise, and he shouldn't have any other counter to this, I think. He's played the Pearl City, and he plays 3 Field Blower. What? I didn't even realize this. He plays 3 Field Blower. If he doesn't have another counter, I don't think there's a way he can KO me with a DC and Secret Spring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Pheromosa should survive the hit here. Pheromosa should survive the hit. And there's an N. So as long as we get energy, if we can confuse the Gardevoir, that would be amazing. There's a DC. But even with a Secret Spring, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total, minus 30. That's 150 damage. So Aether Conservation Paradise coming in pretty clutch. Pretty clutch. Yams, this is Pheromosa Lurantis. And there's the N. So my opponent thinning out his deck. The issue is, it's gonna be really hard to get the last prize cards. Okay, so if I get an energy, nope. I need an energy. Maybe I could have used Guzma to knock out the Sylveon with this Pheromosa, and that way I'm one energy away from just using Beauty GX to get my last prize. If I use Beauty GX right now, I deal 140 plus 70, that's 210, so that's not enough. Okay, so how many Guzmas do we have left after we discard this one? No more Guzmas. Why? This is awful. No more Ents, no more Guzmas. But I can't not have energy this turn. I can't not have energy. Okay, there's the energy. No more Guzmas. That's terrible news. I will discard these two. And then I don't think I can afford to confuse. I have to hit for 70 again. I have to hit for 70. That way either Pheromosa gets the knockout. My opponent shouldn't, well, I guess my opponent now has a chance to knock out the bench. Like if he has Guzma to knock out the bench Pheromosa, and then he will probably be able to knock out this Pheromosa, I guess. If I had used Lele, if I had found Lele for Acerola, maybe that could have been okay. Not sure though. Not sure. Okay. Wow, we have almost like at one point we had almost as many viewers as Yellow Swallow. That's pretty impressive. Yams, yeah. So everything you're seeing right now, it will go up on YouTube for sure. Okay, my opponent uses Sycamore once again. He's down to 2 cards. I think we have a genuine chance to win this match. Or we probably won't. We can't deal with another. Oh, okay. He brings up Zoroark to get the knockout. Yeah, no, we can't. Without the Guzma, we can't win. Without the Guzma, we cannot win. So frustrating. Okay, I take a knockout with Beauty GX here, and then what? I can't deal with the last Gardevoir. I can't. Unless his last rare candy is priced. But then by attaching an energy, my opponent can probably just knock me out with that Gardevoir. The Guzmas. Having to discard that Guzma was just awful. 4 Guzmas in the discard pile. This is when I say, why am I not playing Lusamine? Okay, Beauty GX deals enough damage. So I have to Beauty GX. Everything goes wrong against this deck. It's awful. Does my opponent have knockout here? Maybe he misplaced. Ugh, there's the rare candy. Never mind. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have anything else. I don't even have another Pheromosa. The last Pheromosa is my last prize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did my opponent just misplay here? Did he forget the Aether Conservation Paradise? Please, please forget. Please forget. Please forget. Please attack. I'm gonna bluff the well played, like he just beat me. Okay, so here's the thing. If my opponent doesn't have any more energy, maybe I can deck him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fairy, 2 DCE, 3 DCE. Okay, so he only has 1 DCE left. No more fairy energy. No Twilight access either. Please attack. Please attack. Please attack. Bad Limitless. No, he retreats. Okay. No, this is not good. He deals 60. The issue is, if I had another Pheromosa, this would be fine. If I had another Pheromosa, I would actually be okay. I need his last TCE to be his last prize card. That's the only way I win here. 1, 2. That's the only way I win here. Why doesn't Fomantis do damage? And Lurantis-GX has been discarded. Okay, I'd only have to Acerola here. Maybe I can deck my opponent out. If I promote Lurantis... Okay, how many ends has he... Well, it doesn't matter. He only has 2 cards left, so even an end doesn't save him. I think we win by deck out. I actually think we win by deck out. I actually think we win by deck out. No Twilight, yeah. No cards left in the deck. I probably attack, like if the last 2 cards are Guzma and DCE, we lose. Oh, there's a victory! Yes. Yes, we did it, guys. We beat Gardevoir Sylveon with Pheromosa. We did it. Wow. Yes. Oh my gosh, is Pheromosa the play for London? No, it isn't. It really isn't. But that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. We found our outs. So no more. If we had Guzma, we would have won like fair and square. But with Acerola, I shouldn't have attached to Pheromosa. That was a mistake. I should not have attached to Pheromosa because that opened up the Guzma DC win condition for my opponent, but it clearly wasn't. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and once again I apologize for the silly mistake I made in the previous game that we lost, where we also could have won still. Perhaps Pheromosa is still worth exploring a little bit, but it's not gonna happen today. So thank you so much for watching. If you're here live, don't go anywhere. We're still gonna be doing I'll let you guys decide in chat. So if you're live on Twitch, just type on chats if you want to see either Gyarados GX fun deck or Zoroark GX spreading deck, okay? And I will be right back.